This is Matt from MGMT Boston. On another episode of The Lantern, we have Shweta Agrawal, the co-director and head of product at Boston New Technology, a early stage founder organization or supporting early stage founders as an organization. We're going to talk about what that means, what they're working on heading into 2025, and go from there. Shweta, welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Matt.
All right, first and foremost, tell us about Boston New Technology, BNT for short, and what you're all working on.
Yeah, so happy to share Boston New Technology is your first step into this ecosystem. This is all where it begins. So Boston Technology has been around since 2011. It's been like 15 years, and we have hosted hundreds of like startup showcases, served thousands of founders in the ecosystem. And Boston Technology is like one-stop shop. We are focusing on founders from early stage to mid-stage, different kind of industries, whether you're underrepresented, LGBTQ, whether you are like in technology, UI, UX, whether you're innovator, partner, and sponsor. We want to focus and provide the space where everyone feels welcome. Cool. BNT has four core values: inclusive, inspiration, education, and empowerment. We have had like hundreds of precision pitch practices. We had 500 unique visitors coming to the events. In Startup Weekend itself, like we have done 2-3 Startup Weekends so far, and we have seen out of 60 teams, 25 teams have been working on the idea that they came out of the Startup Weekend, which is really interesting. And at BNT, I would say we are also working to create a community. It's not just an event space, but it's a community where people can learn and they have the resources. And the last thing I would say is people come to the BNT Boston Technology gatherings, and just not for the sake of coming, but they really feel that they find the solutions to their question, to their problems, and the meaningful outcomes. And that's what BNT is committed to provide, that exactly, something that we want to provide to a community.
Amazing. And it's a new year. So as we think about that, what are some of the key initiatives, activities you all are focused on starting 2025?
Yeah, so in 2025, as we are visioning on one-stop shop, so we are working towards curating our workshops and events where we can really provide value to our founders. The second thing, we are working on the membership, so you'll get to know more as we go into 2025, but we are focusing on providing some perks and incentives where you can really get what you want. Then we also focusing and working on BNT Academy, so just going to focus on the founders, what they need in the community. So if it's sales, branding, go-to-market strategy, you name it. If you're not a founder, you start like you want to be a founder, but you don't know all XYZ. Sure. So it's going to be a footstep for you to learn into what is a startup 101.
And I know like you've built startups before this. In the lifetime of Boston New Technology, you're still relatively new. You've been at companies like Brightcove and others. What are some of those things you've learned building technology companies now, moving into a organization that supports technology company builders that you would pass back to the organization?
Yeah, so I have been part of like many organizations, and I have learned, I will say, 3 things which I really feel resonates with me as well in the community. First thing is, as a founder, find a co-founder or a team which is really strong. Focus on that because they're going to help you scale and grow. The second thing is learn fast and fail fast. I know calculated risk, that's great, but like if you feel like, no, I want to try it, try it as soon as you can. The third thing is really, really talk to the customers. I know there's a comfort zone. We feel like, no, we have everything we need, but put yourself in an uncomfortable position, get out of your comfort zone, talk to the customers, and really, really validate your ideas, and that's going to help you down the line.
Perfect. And last but not least, how can we in the community at MGMT Boston and beyond help Boston New Technology grow?
We would love the support, as we are getting into 2025. The goal is also to like expand and grow and work with the community partners. So we'd love to do that. If you would love to partner and sponsor, or you'd love to volunteer, we are open. We would love to connect with you. We'd love to speak with you. Also follow us on LinkedIn, join our newsletter. And then we have our fireside chats as well. So I would love to pick people's brain as well, like, what they are doing and, how we can support the founders.
Yes. Shweta from BNT, Matt from MGMT Boston, in this episode of The Lantern. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Matt.